Kovind inaugurates the year-long celebration to mark the 400th birth anniversary of the great Ahom general Lasit Borphukan. 70% of defense budget kept for domestic industry, says Prime Minister Modi. Ukraine President Zelensky says 137 people, including 10 military officers, killed in Russia's military offense. Arunachal Pradesh governor presents citation to 307 Medium Regiment of 56 Artillery Brigade and 11th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment. For a joint survey to demarcate the actual line between Assam and Meghalaya in 6 locations begins, says Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj bringing to you the stories in detail. President Ram Nath Kovind inaugurated the year-long celebration to mark the 400th birth anniversary of great Ahom General Lasit Borphukan at Srimanta Shankardev Kalakshetra in Guwahati today. The President also laid the foundation for the redevelopment of the great Ahom General's Memorial in Jorhat and a memorial of the Alaboi battle at Dodora in Kamrup district. Earlier, Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma welcomed the President of India at Lokapriya Gopinath Bordoloi International Airport. Immediately after his arrival, the President went to Shakti Shrine Kamakhya Temple and offered his prayers.
देवियों और सज्जनों, यह एक ऐतिहासिक संयोग है कि आज भारत के बलिदानी योद्धाओं की स्मृति में दिल्ली में निर्मित राष्ट्रीय समर स्मारक यानी नेशनल वार मेमोरियल की तीसरी वर्षगांठ मनाई जा रही है। और आज ही हम सब यहाँ असम में भारत माता के वीर सपूत लासित बोरफुकन की 400वीं जयंती मनाने के लिए एकत्रित हुए हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the government is continuously working to create an indigenous ecosystem for development of defense equipments in the country by emphasizing on self-reliance and Make in India. Prime Minister today delivered the inaugural address at post-budget webinar at Atmanirbharta in Defense Call to Action. He said this year's budget has a blueprint for developing a vibrant ecosystem for research, design and development of manufacturing within the country. Speaking on how the budget will help further self-reliance in defense sector, Modi said about 70% of the defense budget has been kept for domestic industry.
डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री अब तक 200 से भी ज्यादा डिफेंस प्लेटफॉर्म्स और इक्विपमेंट की पॉजिटिव इंडिजनाइजेशन लिस्ट जारी कर चुकी है।
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said 137 people, including 10 military officers, have been killed and 316 people were injured so far. In a national address this morning, the Ukrainian president ate Russia's strikes targeted both military and civilian sites. Multiple explosions were heard in and around Ukraine's capital in the early hours today, according to media reports. The United Nations is allocating $20 million to scale up its humanitarian operations in Ukraine following Russia's special military strike in the country. Making the announcement yesterday, Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the UN and its humanitarian partners are committed to staying and delivering to support people in Ukraine in their time of need, regardless of who or where they are.
At their time of need. United Nations staff are working on both sides of the contact line, always guided by the humanitarian principles of neutrality, impartiality, humanity and independence. We are providing life-saving humanitarian relief to people in need, regardless of who or where they are.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke over telephone with Russian President Vladimir Putin last night. President Putin briefed Prime Minister Modi about the recent developments regarding Ukraine. In a release, Prime Minister's office said the Prime Minister reiterated his long-standing conviction that the differences between Russia and the NATO group can only be resolved through honest and sincere dialogue. The Prime Minister appealed for an immediate cessation of violence and called for concerted efforts from all sides to return to the path of diplomatic negotiations and dialogue. Prime Minister Modi also sensitized the Russian president about India's concerns regarding the safety of the Indian citizens in Ukraine, especially students, and conveyed that India attaches the highest priority to their safe exit and return to India. The National War Memorial is celebrating its 3rd anniversary today. Navy Chief Admiral Al Hari Kumar and Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary and Vice Chief of Indian Army Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey laid wreaths at the memorial to mark the occasion. Defence Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar also laid a wreath and paid homage to the fallen brave hearts of the nation. Today, Inter-Services Band along with Students Band of VSPK International School, Rohini, New Delhi, enthralled the audience at the memorial. The National War Memorial was dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 25 February 2019. It stands testimony to the sacrifices made by the gallant soldiers since independence. Now it's time for a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
पेमेंट फेल लेकिन पैसे तो कट गए। गई मेरी मेहनत की कमाई।
हो जाएगी भरपाई, चिंता मत कर मेरे भाई। अगर डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन फेल हो जाए और अकाउंट से पैसे कट जाएं, तो बैंक समय से पैसे लौटा देगा, वरना कॉम्पनसेशन का है प्रावधान। नहीं तो आरबीआई के ओम्बुड्समैन को शिकायत करें आप।
योर बिल,
मेरी फीस। आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, Dr. B.D. Mishra, today presented the Governor's citation to 307 Medium Regiment of 56th Artillery Brigade and 11th Battalion of the Kumar Regiment for their conspicuous professional proficiency, elan and operational preparedness. Dr. Mishra called upon the army units to maintain good civil-military relations and motivate the Arunachali youths to join the Indian Armed Forces. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has informed that the process for a joint survey to demarcate the actual line between Assam and Meghalaya in 6 identified locations has started. Talking to reporters after holding meeting with pressure groups to discuss the boundary dispute, Sangma said a need arose to demarcate the actual boundary soon after both states came to an agreement on 6 less complicated areas of dispute. The centre had asked the Survey of India to do the joint inspection and survey with both the states to ensure consensus on the micro drawing of the actual line. In Manipur, with just 1 day left for campaigning for the first phase of assembly polls, political parties and candidates are making last-ditch efforts to woo the voters. Besides political rallies, road shows and meetings, social media is also playing a crucial role in campaigning for the ensuing polls. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb today inaugurated 30-unit agricultural market stall at Karbuk. After inauguration of the agricultural market stall, the Chief Minister in a tweet said farmers will be able to sell their produce to a large consumer population through 30-unit agricultural market, which will further increase their income. The state government has taken slew of measures for raising of farmers' income. It has recently chalked out a strategy for exports of state's agricultural produce. Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu today discussed the avenues of exploration of atomic minerals with Director of Atomic Minerals Directorate, Dr. Deepak Kumar Sinha. In a tweet, the Chief Minister said they had discussed on exploration of uranium, lithium, helium and rare earth elements in Arunachal Pradesh. Surveys and the exploration of rare earth elements have been going on in the state under aegis of Atomic Mineral Directorate. In Meghalaya, as part of observation of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the Regional Outreach Bureau, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, organized a two-day exhibition cum awareness program on COVID-appropriate behavior at Multi-Use Conventional Hall, Nehu, Shillong. The program was inaugurated by Professor T.B. Subba, Nehu, Shillong, in the presence of Registrar Dr. J. Narayan Nayak and Dr. Engam Pami. Director Regional Outreach also distributed the prizes of the winners of the Patriotic Lorry Writing Competition. In the COVID-19 update from the Northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has reported 221 active cases, even as discharge cases stand at 63,869. The tally for the dead is 296. In Assam, the active caseload is 319, while the cured cases account for 7,15,767. The death toll is 6,637. Manipur has 563 active cases, even as release cases account for 1,33,986. The death toll has touched 2,105. Meghalaya has recorded 221 active cases, even as dismissed cases are 91,593. The tally for the dead is 1,573. With a caseload of 8,409 active cases, Mizoram has reported 2,02,249 discharge cases, even as the dead account for 652. With 152 active cases, Nagaland has 34,484 discharge cases, even as the death toll is 754. Sikkim has 81 active cases, followed by 38,528 discharge cases, even as tally for the dead is 442. Reporting 45 active cases, Tripura has 99,894 cured cases. The tally for dead is 919. To end the news, the main points once again. President Ramnath Kovind inaugurates the year-long celebration to mark the 400th birth anniversary of the great Ahom general Lasit Borphukan. 70% of defence budget kept for domestic industry, says Prime Minister Modi. Ukraine President Zelensky says 137 people, including 10 military officers, killed in Russia's military offense. Arunachal Pradesh Governor presents citation to 307 Medium Regiment of 56th Artillery Brigade and 11th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment. And process for a joint survey to demarcate the actual line between Assam and Meghalaya in 6 locations begins, says Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.